Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a very simple watercolor painting. So we're going to be creating this painting. So I hope you're going to enjoy making it, and if you do, please like and subscribe our channel. So let's jump right in. Okay, let me start off by telling you the materials we're going to require. First of all, you're going to require a blank piece of watercolor paper. So I have A4 paper of watercolor, but I cut them in 4 sizes so I can make small paintings or drawings. Next you're gonna need is a jar of water to wash your brush off. You're gonna need some duct tape or washi tape to apply on the sides. I'll show you how. You're gonna be needing some acrylic white paint. You're going to be needing your watercolors. Specifically, you're going to be needing the colors black, pink, and blue. You're going to be needing your brushes. So I'm using size 6 round brush, size 12 round brush, and big flat brush. Okay, last thing, which is not necessary, it is optional. You're going to be needing a surface. So I'm using this book to keep it on my to keep my sheet on it when I apply my paper. So if I want to rotate my paper, um, it will be easy, because if you stick your uh, if you use the washi tape and you stick it on your desk, then you won't be able to rotate it. You'll have to take out the paper, the washi tape, and do it. So yeah, I think using a book or a surface for it is really good. I'm sorry I forgot to add, you'd also need some tissue paper. Okay, so I have my tape. This is a new tape, so yeah. So I'm gonna be taking out the corner. Let's find the corner. There it is. And I'm gonna be taking it out. So you just have to apply it like a normal tape. And this is my paper. And I'm just gonna apply it like a normal tape but on the corners. So just apply it on the side, don't apply it anywhere else because you don't want it everywhere. And do the same to all the corners. And don't apply in the whole corners, just apply a bit of it. I'll show you how once I'm done. Okay, now I have done it. Can you see it? So I applied it on the edges, and this is going to be helping me when I'm going to be doing my painting. So this was going to be giving it a nice border, and paint is not going to just fly all over, and it's not going to lift like it usually lifts. The paper lifts if there's too much water on the edges or like anywhere. So this is gonna help you from that. Okay guys, so it's really simple. We're gonna be starting off by applying water on our whole sheet. Okay, so you don't want pooling to happen. So you know that there's gonna be enough water once you see a slight glaze. I'll show you how that looks. So I apply my water, and guys, don't be afraid to add just enough of water, because because watercolor paper can absorb the water and it's not just going to tear apart. So can you see that there's a light gloss on the paper, and that means you have just enough water. Now we're going to be starting off by making some purple. If you don't have purple already, you can make it. I'm gonna take my blue. Sorry, that was the wrong blue. And so I swish it around for a minute to get all of that color out. There you go. Now I'm going to be taking my pink and putting it here. So you don't want a more of a magenta color, you want more of a bluish purple. This is the color you want. Okay. And I'm going to be making it more darker because I don't want it really light. Yeah. Now I've got the perfect consistency. Sorry. I'm going to be applying this over here, right on the edge. So I'm going to apply this much. Okay. Now just apply that. So yeah, I applied it over here. And that's all you have to do with the purple. Now let's go move on with the blue part. And guys, if you feel that this is not looking good, you can just add some blue and pink over this. Because mine, it doesn't look that nice. So I'm just going to be adding some pink and purple and blue and pink over it. I hope you can see it. Yeah, so that is how I want it. Now let's start with the next layer. Next part. You're gonna take more of your blue and you're gonna be applying it in the middle part. Only till here. Just apply it. It should be of the same color all over here. It should not be lighter or darker than each other. So do that. Okay. Now you're gonna now from this you're just gonna keep adding some more water in your brush, and you're gonna be making a light. It's gonna be lighter the more you come down. So dark, 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 and lighter, 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 like this. Now you also have to mix this purple. So I'm gonna be taking my brush and mixing the purple and the blue. So you don't want to see, there should be a blend, and you don't want to see the lines. You don't want to see the lines when you're blending. So it should look a bit like this. Look like this. I hope you can see that. So now what I'm going to be doing, because there's a lot of water, because we did the wet on wet technique, I'm going to be picking up some water. So I'm going to be taking the edge of my paper towel and I'm just going to tapping it wherever I want. Whenever I want to pick up some more of my water. Okay, now your painting should look something like this. I hope you can see it. And so now I'm going to be waiting for it to dry, and we're going to be starting off with the next part of our painting. So I'll see you when this painting dries. Okay guys, so thing about watercolor you should know is that watercolor needs to get layered up. So that's what you're gonna be doing right now. So we have done one layer, but we need to do two layers in this painting. So we're gonna be doing the same thing, but with a more amount of color. So because we need to make this painting look more darker now. So I'm going to be using the same paints, but I want them darker, meaning consist, more of them. So I'm going to be starting off with my purple again. I made my purple. Okay, I've already made it, so I can just move on after I'm done. So now I'm going to be applying the water. Now even you guys can have, if you're doing it with me, with the video, you can pause and keep on doing it with me. So apply another layer of water. So you'll get to know there's enough water when there's a slight gloss. Okay. Now let's take, oops. Guys, this happens with brushes if um, the glue is not, the glue is filled with water. There was a lot of water in the glue. So that happened with me also. So yeah, but anyways, I can still use it. So I'm going to be taking my purple, or I'm going to be using my violet, and I'm going to be applying it. So I applied it. Now let's move on with our blue. I'm going to be taking my blue but in a more consistency, as I told you before, and I'm going to be applying it. So you may be able to see that I took more of it, more blue. So it's much more dark. But now I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to take it down. Let's do that again. Dark, 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 and lighter, 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 and then we can do it from down to up. So lighter to darker, 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 darker. So now we're gonna be mixing the purple and the blue. So let's mix it. We don't want the whole thing to get mixed, so just mix it with the boundary lines of it. Don't mix the whole thing. So as you can see, this is the boundary line, and you can take more purple if you want to just help me with the mixing part and to just mix it up. So I use my purple, and I'm doing the same thing again, and it's like the same thing but just more darker. So as you can see, I've done my second layer. Now I'm gonna just wait for it to dry. Okay guys, for our next thing, we're also gonna be needing a palette. So this is my acrylic palette. It's a bit dirty because I used it a lot of times, and I need my acrylic paint for the next thing. If you don't have acrylic paint, you could just use a white marker because we need to make stars. So I'm just gonna be putting a bit of my paint in one of my palette sections. You don't need much of it, you just need a little bit. Next, what you need to do is you need to take your brush and you have to put a bit of water. You have to put a bit of water. So it should be a bit watery consistency, and just mix it up. So it should be watery. And guys, don't make it too watery because you don't want it to just run up everywhere. This is how much consistency I've made it, and you can make it more thick if you want, but don't make it more thinner. Okay guys, so now my even this layer has dried. So I had told you to create the paint before with water and the acrylic white paint. So now we take a brush with it. I prefer to take a small brush, and you need another brush, okay? And you just dab it on, like just do something like this. You could even use a toothbrush to do this, and that would also be easier if you want. But I'm just using a normal brush because I don't have any old toothbrushes right now. So the more brush you give, the more darker it's gonna be. So Yeah, let's do it. Do it all over the paper, wherever you want your stars to be. I'm going to be doing it the whole paper. Okay, now guys, I've done the whole thing, and now I have to wait for it to dry. Okay guys, now that's the last part of our video, now that my painting is dry. So I'm going to be taking my black paint over here. I'm going to be activating it, and I'm just going to be making a small, like a line over here. Make sure your black is really pigmented. Okay. Try to draw a straight line over here. It won't matter if it's a bit curly or not, because we're making like a road or the land, so it can be a bit wavy. Now let's do the grass. Let's take the paint again. Let's make a fine tip, and you're gonna make some grass. So make sure it's all curly, wavy. Some are big, some are small. Okay, they should never be the same size. Okay. Okay, so now we're done. So you can wait for it to dry and then take out the tape, but you can also take it out before. So I'm gonna be taking it out before. So your tape makes it look really nice. Let me show you after taking out my tape. I hope you can see it. There you go. And so it's going to be really easy to take out your tape if you've got the duct tape or washi tape or something like that. Because not all tapes will work on watercolor paper. It may tear off the paper. Okay guys, so we've took out our paper, and now let me do the final reveal. Okay guys, so this is my final painting. Um, I hope it looks nice. So if you liked my video, please like and subscribe our channel, and yeah, please share this video with your friends. And if you made this painting, please click a picture and send it to us on our email ID, which is down in the description below. Goodbye.